we're going to be analyzing GU. Today is Monday to see how our week is going to look like. So I've just deleted all my previous analysis because of this video so we can start together from the beginning. So we'll map out our trend lines on the higher time frame, and I'm using the ray tool. So this is like our down trend line, and then we have another trend line here. So it's more like a support zone, but support and trend lines are support and resistance, but not horizontal or vertical anyways. So that's what we have on the monthly time frame, and we can now go down to the weekly time frame. So on the weekly time frame, I think the trend line we're going to be able to draw is from, let me grab the tool again, I think from here to the next highest point. So we have this point, I think on the below, the trend line below, let's see what we have. We have from here to here. Good. So I think on the weekly time frame there are no other trend lines that we can draw. We'll go down to the daily time frame. So remember, we're drawing our trend lines from the last point of the trend line. So for example, this was the second point from the higher time frame, so we'll start from here to give the next trend line on the daily time frame. So let's see. I think on the daily time frame there's no clear trend line from here, so we just do that on the down from here to this point. Okay, and then on the 4-hour time frame, I think we have more visible points from above, and you can just edit this to make sure it's right here. So we have this here from here to the highest point, so I'll just take this, yeah. And then from below, what do we have? We have this trend line from here to here. So this is what I would call my higher time frame analysis, because I'm a day trader. I look at the trend on the 4 hours time frame, which is the one we are on, and then I take my entries on the 15 minutes time frame. So I'm just trying to fine tune this. Okay, so right now I see that we are in a downtrend. Is this downtrend? Yeah, on a higher time frame downtrend, but it's more like consolidating here on the 4 hours time trend. It was going up, then coming down here. All right, so let's see. I also trade support and resistance. So in addition to my trend lines, I trade support and resistance. So I'm seeing a very beautiful support here, support and resistance zone here, where the market is currently at. So we have this point here. It goes way up to this point. All right. Okay. So going down to the 1 hour time frame, and remember from our DXY, we noticed that the DXY is in a downtrend. So we're looking for buying opportunities in GU. Buying opportunities in GU. So what we'll be anticipating is a break of this trend line, a retest on this support and resistance, then it buys right up to this point. So let's see. We have to look for buy entries, and when we're looking for buy entries, we also have to make sure that we take note of all the liquidity zones, right? There's another support and resistance zone down here. Okay, so this is on the 1 hour time frame. We're looking for buy entries. Let me go down to the 15 minutes. So this is where we take our entries. So there's another trend line here. Let me use this other trend line tool now since we're on the smaller time frame. So we have this, and from the top we have this. Right, so at this point I can activate my Asian session high and low to see. So what I think would happen here from the analysis, since we're looking for buy opportunities, and this is currently at an Asian high, I think it's going to sell a little, and there's a fair value gap here, as well as a support and resistance zone here. So if you look at this point, and then this is a fair value gap, so it's going to sell right up to this point, and then probably grab liquidity down here. This is still liquidity, even if possible right up to this point before buying upwards. So let's see. So we're expecting a sell right up to this point, either grabs liquidity here or here, and then it buys. So this week I'm going to be looking at entries that are buying. So I'll be waiting for a sweep here or here. So let me know what you think in the comments and what your analysis for this week looks like. Thank you for watching, and bye.